Hello, my friends. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today for our collective energy reading. Let's see where we will be guided to today. Okay, let's get started. That card looked like it wanted to come out. Ooh, okay. The Fool. Oh, I love when the Fool starts the reading. This is a day of new beginnings, my friends. We've been seeing this. We've been seeing this in the readings every day, that we're moving towards endings leading to new beginnings. And here we are, beautiful, beautiful confirmation that we are starting a new cycle. Just on the same day as the full moon in Libra, we are clearing out things that no longer serve us, and we're on our way. We're on our way. We've made space, and now we're beginning a new journey. Let's see what's around the Fool today. Love seeing that. The Hierophant. You're moving towards your spiritual truth. Whenever I see the Hierophant, I always think this is someone saying, I'm ready. This is the moment where when the student is ready, the teacher appears. That's what I always think when I see the Hierophant, is that someone is ready. And now seeing it with the Fool card, that tells me you are starting a deeper, more spiritually conscious journey. Conscious of your spirituality, conscious of truth seeking. You are ready for your teacher to appear in whatever form. So this is very interesting. You may be experiencing things lining up, certain synchronicities, certain opportunities coming forward for you to really understand something on a deeper level. Very interesting. Ooh. The Star card. My goodness. Seriously? You are born again. You are born again and ready to manifest and bring forward towards you anything that's in alignment with your sort of imagination. What is it that you are conjuring in that imagination? You are moving towards a new beginning. We have three major arcana starting our reading: the Star, the Fool, and the Hierophant. Such beautiful energy here, my friends. This is really interesting. Wow. You are truly rising up and making your dreams happen. You are moving towards what's in alignment with you, and you've got your spirituality backing you up here. You are seeking truth in spirit right now. Your connection is beginning to grow, and it's leading to a new journey here. We see the Four of Swords and the King of Swords. So it's like you've put your mind to rest. You're recovering. You're taking time to recharge as you begin this new journey that you're on. And it's almost like you're taking a moment here. I like to think of the Four of Swords as really putting your mind to rest and really bringing stillness to the mind so that you can heal. You can heal and you can recharge and rejuvenate yourself. The King of Swords energy is coming in here to help you discern, to help you not judge, but discern and strategize. And it's almost like I feel like you're going to be getting some ideas. You're going to be getting ideas over the weekend or over the day. Perhaps they're already starting to percolate, but it feels like you're making shifts in your perception and your perspectives as you need to in order to start this new path, in order to find the teachers and to find the guides that will help you understand this new journey. This is truly a time where the master becomes the student. When we see the Fool card, you've already made your round. We saw the World card yesterday. So you've closed out a cycle. And now you're starting a new one, and it's really rooted in spirituality and also this idea that you're making things happen for yourself that are in alignment with your truth. You're no longer living in a tower of illusions. The Tower is the card that comes right before the Star card. And so that tower of illusions has fallen. You are resting and recovering and sort of redistributing, reorganizing your thoughts, and with that King of Swords energy, and you're off as the Fool here, pursuing what's in alignment with your truth and seeking out the bigger question of the spirituality piece. And I feel like you're looking for your teachers, you're looking for your people, you're looking for a community of people, a group. You might be looking for a specific teacher in a specific area that you want more guidance on, more information. You know, you might even be looking for a way to bring spirituality into the daily practice, where it really becomes quite rooted in your day to day. So really bringing all of that in. Wow. It's just such a powerful reading so far. 3 of Cups in reverse. You've walked away from things, relationships, people, groups, experiences that are not in alignment with you. This has catalyzed this new beginning for you. 3 of Cups in reverse. You're healing from that still. In this 4 of Swords, you're really just bringing stillness to the mind to further your healing and to further your own understanding of what really speaks to you, what is in alignment with you, your truth, your inner self. That 3 of Cups in reverse, I feel, is what the cycle that ended in that world, that world card we saw yesterday, and for many days now, where there's a cycle closing. And it's interesting because of that full moon tonight. Well, it's actually happening this afternoon, Mountain Standard Time. In a few hours, the moon will reach its fullness, perfecting at Mountain Standard Time, I believe, at 12:57. So just shy of one in the afternoon, Mountain Standard Time. So yeah, you're closing out cycles. You might feel today is a day of rest. You might need today to rest and to really get grounded, right? In this new path that you're about to embark on. Oh, that was the Lovers flipping over. You're just being you. It's almost like you shed this cloak or this coat that says, you know, it belongs in an old chapter, and it's like you're naked, you're vulnerable, you're just being yourself, you're in alignment, you're balanced, you're making choices around being in balance and being harmonious with yourself. And if that means certain relationships, opportunities, experience must come to a close, I feel like you've done that. And now today you are, you know, you're sitting in your own self and sort of marveling at all the space you've created to make all these beautiful intentions and to bring in all of the truth that you've been seeking. What you seek is seeking you, my friend. And I really feel like that's, you know, what's happening here. But it feels like you're also seeking teachers and community. Yeah, it's like this timeline is finished. This 9 of Swords, we saw it yesterday. It's finished. You have set yourself free. You have been set free. You know, it's interesting. Sometimes we get redirected away from things and it feels like rejection. You may have had people sort of, you may have even felt a little anxious about that because you worried. You may have worried about all of the things that were sort of starting to crumble, like that Tower of Illusions that comes right before the Star card. And so seeing the 9 of Swords here makes me think that as you move forward towards your new journey, you're free. You're free. It came at a cost, but now you're free. And that cost is starting to, it's almost starting to seem like the cost was always here in your mind, right? It's like, it's so interesting seeing the 9 of Swords. It really makes me think that what you've set yourself free from most of all is limiting thoughts, limiting beliefs, anxieties about things that have not even happened, things that are in the distance, things that you're imagining in the future, but they haven't come to pass. And it almost makes me feel like seeing the Lovers and then followed by the 9 of Swords, that you're grounding in the present right now. And if your mind starts to wander, it's almost like that 4 of Swords is coming in to say, no. bring stillness to your mind. Bring stillness to your mind and bring movement elsewhere, to the body, to the passion, to the creation, to your own sense of creativity. Bring movement to that, but allow the mind to be still. Allow the mind to stay in stillness so that you can receive the answers that you're seeking. You know, when the mind is busy, we cannot. When the mind is busy, it's almost like it's too full. I feel like you've made space in you've made space in your space. Your physical space now has room. There's opportunities and experiences that now have a space to come in. But it's almost like now you've got to make sure your mind is set free as well. Interesting. Setting the mind free. Let's see what our last card is in this reading. It's the Five of Swords. Yeah. There's still stuff stuck in your mind. You have moved on, I think, in a lot of ways, my dear friend. You have moved on in a lot of ways. There's the Six. You've got the Four, the Five, and the Six of Swords. You've moved you've moved away, in a lot of ways. But here, what's in the mind? What are you thinking about over and over again? I feel like you've cut ties and cut cords with a lot of things, but are you still thinking about them? When we think about things, we sort of keep them alive in our own energy, right? And so it makes me wonder is, as you're moving towards this new path and you're sort of aligned with your truth and you're seeking more truth, what happens when you're sitting all by yourself at home? What are you thinking about? Where's your mind? You know, is it in the past? Is it in the future? Is it worrying? Is it replaying things? Or is it in stillness? It's very interesting. And I think we're seeing the King of Swords here because this reading is guiding you towards being conscious of what you're thinking about, to be conscious of it, to know, to be aware of the power your thoughts have over what happens in the external, right? The impact that the internal has on the external, not the other way around. And so I think we're seeing the King of Swords here as sort of a guide to say, be mindful of what's on your mind, because, you know, if it's worrying or replaying things, which is how I'm sort of seeing these two, worrying and replaying things from the past, or worrying about outcomes or future events that, you know, haven't happened. We're in today and we're not guaranteed tomorrow. So it's an interesting thing to consider when you're moving forward, to just stay in the present moment and to take that leap of faith that we see with the Fool card, to say, I am going to begin again in all ways, not just in terms of relationships and choices around spaces that I allow myself to be present in, but also with respect to what are you thinking about? Where is your mind? Is it in the past? Is it in the future? Is it in the present? What's happening in the mind, to just be conscious of it and aware of it. And perhaps that's why we're seeing the Hierophant. Perhaps that is where you're being guided to sort of invest your thoughts, is towards something to do with the divine. And that will be different for all of you watching, because it is a general collective energy reading, but it definitely seems like you've made emotional space and physical space. And now it's time to clear out the mental space, to allow anything from the divine that you're seeking to have room, to occupy space so that you can receive the information you're seeking from the divine. It's a beautiful reading. And falling on the day of the full moon in Libra. Lovely. All right, my friends, I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a wonderful day. I'm sending you so much love and light.